Gamma Prime presents.
And we resume playing. 84 out of 102, I think. We found everything so far. So we're immediately dead to that. I hate bros. The assorted type of throwing bros are not my friends in this game. Nor the corn cobs. This is not going well. Kind of what happened last time, actually. I immediately died twice before actually getting into the swing of things. Well, let's see if we game over. Due to impatience. No more impatience. But seriously? Huh. I was really expecting there to be a power-up in there. And there goes my power-up. Rather wanted that one. Goodbye, corncob. It's slippery. That's my excuse. Now let's set lives, because I don't want to bother. That's one of the things I like least about playing SMW hacks over multiple streams. I lose my lives between them. And I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. It's really the worst part. Wait for the corncob. Not waiting effectively enough, unfortunately. Ah, corn. No. There we go. That was already better. Already so much better. Sup, Desert? How you doing? No, we're talking about corn. That's very different. Oh, of course. It doesn't affect him. I've made that so much worse. Oh, that dude didn't spawn. Hope you're having fun with that. I hate getting frozen by the assorted ice bros and ice piranha plants. One of my least favorite thing. How you doing, Well-Known Vintage? I'm continuously messing up for the better part of 4 minutes. I haven't gotten more than like 3 screens into this. It's not a difficult level. I've just been playing it horrifically bad. Now we wait. Being a mod must be hard. It's got its moments. Doesn't help when I actually actively make things worse for myself by doing dumb things. A lot of staleness? I don't know. I play enough different hacks that I never think it actually gets all that stale. Like, especially when new people submit things. Like, you get some amount of, like, weird outsider art, like, Parodians, hacks. Oh, come on. There's one I remember, since I was looking at some of my playlists, the really early one for YouTube moderations, was Super Nato World. And that was an interesting little hack. Had some problems, and unfortunately, dude never ended up resubmitting it, as far as I know. But the art style was really nice. Good, just waking up? Ah, fair. I've made this worse for myself, haven't I? Yep. God, I hate the vampire. The ice bros. And now I stand here like a fool until it lets me thaw. It's the worst part, is like, in a stage like this where there are environmental hazards on timers, you are going to die to the thaw. Simply how it's gotta be. Oh. Really should have just done this one last night. That would have been the smart move. Kind of debating going and picking up. Oh, that poor Koopa. This is his life now. Koopa's stuck in things. It just happens. There we go. I forgot all about that one again. What's up, Steven? Still in a match of Hero of the Storms, be with you in 10. Alright. You're sick? Oh, that sucks. Hope nothing too serious. Being sick is not too much fun the older you get. As a kid, I always relished it, but, you know, getting to stay home from school is pretty nice. Having to stay home from work is also okay, but you'd rather, like, do other things during that time than lie in bed. Why does this exist? Why does it sound so shit? Because it's Vocaloid 2. I designed it to be kind of shit, honestly. Most people have actually good TTS, but no, I've got Miku from circa, like, 2000 flat. Maybe 2005. Wanted a Shrek voice? Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. You get what you get. I mean, I'm not sure what you were expecting. You expected to, like, determine the Shrekness of the text and then become Shrek? I don't think that's how text-to-speech generally works. It'd be cool if it did. I imagine they're probably working on it with their GPT and all that, but still. This part of the level is a lot easier, mostly due to the fact that there's no combination of Crusher and irritating Ice Bros. It's the best TTS voice you've heard. How you doing, Often? It was fun to implement, I have to say that much. Was it a good idea? Well, I did it for April Fool's Day like 2 years ago. So probably not, but it was fun. Ask ChatGPT to talk like Shrek. Alright, I wish you luck. What's how you doing, Often? Debating whether or not I want to go through this door. I shouldn't have gone through the door. I'm gonna have to do a second lap on this. How do I want to handle this? Because there was a dragon coin inevitably hidden somewhere else that I missed. Did it 10 years ago. Alright, I have to die. Or complete the level. Actually, this is probably fine too. Think about it. Also for Ludwig, this is pretty easy. Reminds me of the Kirby boss. Hello there, donkey! How you doing today? It's me, Shrek. Ain't it a beautiful day? Good luck work and lurk. Good luck moderating. Looks fun. It's a good hack. Would recommend. Gamma V does good work in the standard normal category, which is a category most people kind of shy away from. Hackso 2011 because... Oh, this hack 2011. They probably your text. Because that's the kind of thing Gamma V makes, I suppose is probably the right way to phrase it. Like, she just makes pleasant-ish, standard normal hacks. This one came out, what, like a year ago? 2 years ago? I forget exactly how long. This is a remoderation, so I don't actually do that much work. Ow. Gemma V makes hacks. Yeah, she's made a lot. Mario wants his lemonade, 10, this. There's probably a few other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. But she's made like a non-trivial number of hacks on her own. They're all kind of, you know, similar in the way that they're standard normal. But there's nothing wrong with that. Ogre's Honor. I have to say, actually, it does read like a Shrek quote, I suppose. Finish clapping around, so you want I take it? The level design fits their custom graphics and music well? Yeah. Like I said, Gamma V's made a non-trivial number of hacks. She's quite good at what she does. This one has some Transformers in it. Some of the bosses have been like a takeoff of Transformers characters, I guess. I don't really know that much about Transformers, aside from, you know, like the Michael Bay movies. Which is a little bit of a shame, I suppose. But we're going to learn a lot more about them once I collect all 16 characters and then go back to the house where they'll tell me all about them. Because that's a thing. I'm so glad I got under there at the right time. By a wide margin, they played poorly. Yeah, I'm doing well. Can't complain. Starting porting in Dutch. Do you speak Dutch? Or Deutsch? If you don't, that might make it difficult. But yeah, most of today I just spent doing some working. I have to do some things. I forgot that I needed to vote tomorrow. So I'll have to get up and do that a bit earlier than expected. But these things happen. And voting here doesn't mean anything too complicated. I just have to go drop my ballot into the box. Yes, Deutsch. I read it fast and then realized my mistake. Deutsch and Dutch are different. I once joked about a guy. I had a coworker who was from the Netherlands. And I blanked on where he had gone to visit his family. And so I'm like, well, how was Dutchland? He didn't find it very funny. I see, I saw it, and then I completely ignored it. Just got distracted, I think. No, it's fair. It's not a very funny joke. It was very much I just needed to say something, and that was something. I have zero problems admitting it wasn't funny. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We got all 5 Dragon Coins, we can test the midway, and then we'll test the second midway and we'll be good. Guess I could have also start selected out of there to save a life, but eh. It doesn't matter because there's a power up in here. It's pleasant. In fact, another like really nice standard hack showed up in the queue shortly after I picked this one up. Bit of a bummer I couldn't do both, but this is the one I got. Was this hack needs a name, which is another like really good standard hack. I played a little bit of it back in the day, but not thoroughly. Xandro suggested it as a hack to chat hack, and so I've played parts of it, but I have no idea which, because people are always zipping me between various levels and rooms, as is the nature of chat hacking. Alright. Well, ice. Sup, Zucati? Lambdas? Lambdas indeed. I arbitrarily chose lambdas as the currency long ago, and I've stuck with it for reasons that are probably best. Yeah, just probably best. Since it does not need a proper ending. Just gotta wait. Do not have enough patience for this level. If he gets me again. Yeah, with the up and down, like the Sonic style up and down look, you really don't want to spend much time just kind of messing with your controller. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth Koopa. Feels snowman. Feels snowman indeed. Alright, we're just gonna beat up Ludwig one more time for the sake of it. It does not really matter. We're gonna try to beat up Ludwig one more time. Boink. Boink. Alright, level complete. Only took me 17 minutes. Here we are in World 8. Gonna heat it up. Why do ROM hackers of other games tend to modify the ROM and RAM directly instead of using an editor? Because an awful lot of people either don't... The controller's not working well today. Because creating an editor requires a non-trivial number of different types of skills. Like, reverse engineering stuff is its own set of skills. Understanding exactly how the game fits together so you can write a proper editor is its own skill. But then sitting down and learning how to use some sort of toolkit to actually make a proper... Oh, god damn it. Editor is another set of skills that someone may not also have. For instance, Fiskbit is very good at reverse engineering, but if you ask him to write a GUI, well, he's probably not going to be able to do that. Since his C++ isn't great, is pretty okay, but like he doesn't actually know any C++ outside of just like the pure C++. Doesn't know like Microsoft Foundation classes or whatever the hell people use to write Windows applications these days. Can you spin on the nipper? Good try. Create an SMW hack. One day it'll happen. Be sure to include an ice level without ice physics. Ah, that's the best kind of ice level. Absolutely the best kind of ice level. Yep, can spin jump on nippers. Might not be the best plan, though. Really just want them off screen so they can't hurt me. Wait for... Oh, no. Well, on the bright side, I got everything I wanted done, so I can die now. They are frustrating. Include their irritating warmth mechanic. Not familiar with that one. But now I have the ability to kill nippers. And boy, are we going to exploit it. Until we lose it. But we are basically done with this level. Said the man who cannot jump to save his life. Good program can teach you how to DMA level chunks in the middle of moderation. No. I assume that's how you'd want to DMA them where? I mean, DMA is actually pretty straightforward once you just read the registers and poke the right values in and then poke the bit in to tell it to do the thing. Like, DMA is not that hard to actually write in progress. Like, DMA is pretty easy. You need to understand what you want to do first. I'm not sure how DMA would actually help you with level chunks, but it's feasible. Escorting an AI through an ice level while fighting off aliens, but they also have to stop for sources of warmth and not freeze to death, and the AI pathing is terrible. Not surprising in the slightest. Or Alicia's a bit shy. Can you make a tutorial for him on how to stream? Why in the... I'm definitely not the person to give advice on streaming, I have to think. How you doing, Fries? Place things layer 1 or 2 without freezing the game. Yeah, I don't have good advice for that. Unfortunately. But, like, you can DMA some stuff during V-Blank. I don't know how much actual time you're allowed. You probably have a bit more if you're on SA1. You probably have a bit more if you're on Fast ROM, but I have no idea what the actual budget is. During the V-Blank budget for SMW is. And that's kind of the thing you have to understand. But DMA is definitely the way to do it once you've done all the pre-calculations. Just pick a channel that's not presently in use, like the Mario channel. Because that one will pretty much always come back to you. Oh, hello! Is this scrolling I detect? Oh, this is Star Wars music. No wonder it sounded familiar. I had an idea. Since we have an auto-scroller... Oh, crap. Brave jump! Yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. We have an auto-scroller that starts midway through the level. We might be able to cause it to do a soft lock. We'll have to check. One more cycle. I don't like these evil dolphins that spit fireballs. Do not trust them. Do not trust the fireball-spitting dolphin. There we go. How do they change the scroll midway? Yeah, auto scroll sprite, yep. Getting back, block information from somewhere in the ROM, and then replace it with include. We're talking about the graphics? Well, I guess there's three different... Oh, from the midway it already starts auto-scrolling. I'm gonna have to walk forward to test this. That's fine. Yeah, I can give you like a basic overhead on how to do DMA, but knowing how to move the actual chunks, describe things on layer 1 and 2, that's a different question. The actual mechanics of DMA are really simple. It's literally like set up 7 or 8 registers and then let them go. I'd say the biggest thing you gotta remember is some number of them will be 16-bit, some number of them will be 8-bit, so you just probably want to stay in the mode where you've got an 8-bit A and a 16-bit Y and X. At least that's been my experience when doing DMA stuff. It's usually just smart to have a heterogeneous set of registers. But I've only, like, the best thing I've ever written in 65.816 is the world's worst version of PowerPoint. So, take my advice with a grain of salt. Change the layout? Yeah, I'm not sure how you would do that exactly. That would require a great understanding of actually how the level data works, and I do not have that, unfortunately. I need to die here, and then we'll kill Boom Boom, and then we'll go see about that auto-scroll sprite. Yeah, I'd suggest asking Max. He might have some ideas. It's the kind of thing he might know about already. And it wouldn't surprise me. Boop. As Mario stares at... Oh, wait. No. Orb. And that was simple. That was easy. Okay, now we go back. Have to figure out where the auto-scroll starts, which is the annoying bit. But now... Soba-caped. Well, we were Soba-caped. It was right about here. Alright. Okay, yeah. We found the soft lock. scroll soft lock, unfortunately. Easy fix. But
Gemma
still a problem.
presents.
Wait, what? So yeah, if you scroll an auto-scroll sprite onto the screen, it causes the game to freeze. Unless you have the patch that fixes it. Or that works too.
Prime presents.
If you don't have screen scrolling enabled, you can still soft lock it? Really? How? My experience has been if screen scrolling's enabled, you can cause soft locks that way, unless you have the patch that fixes it. It's a pretty silly soft lock, all things considered. Okay, never mind, that nipper does not emit copious amounts of unfortunate projectiles. Lucky. It's gonna be one of those levels. I don't know if you can soft lock without enabling screen scrolling that way. I know that it's an interaction between screen scrolling, because like screen scrolling pauses the whole world while the scrolling is happening, and then you go into the auto scroller, and so the screen scrolling doesn't complete or something, and it never unfreezes the world. Is my vague understanding of it, but I don't have a great understanding of that specific soft lock. Just I know it's there, and if I see an opportunity, I am always going to try it. I got him, but he got me. But yeah, it's a fairly common mistake to make. This being a remoderation, I might just go fix it. Or leave it be, I don't know, we'll see. Remoderation, generally, we leave things be as long as they make it better than the older version. And this version has like a few minor changes. Guess I just leave the nipper alone. Seems like a wise option. Bonk. Also bonk. Okay, nothing there. I see the key. We'll take that with us for the time being. I guess we'll just beat the secret path right now. Don't run there on a ladder scrolling routine won't work, yeah. You know Marius' phrase like, lucky gotcha, just what I need in Mario Advance series? Is it possible to get that in SMW? I assume so. Oh wait, I didn't want to go to the next level. Just get out of here really quick. It's like you're telling a story, okay. Playing audio clips is possible, but they do take a certain amount of ARAM. So for instance, at the very beginning of this hack, it says, you know, Gamma Prime Productions, or something like that. And you can do that. That's a thing you can do. But I'll be honest, I don't understand the audio side enough to really give any sensible advice on that. If you go full extreme with audio streaming, you can do like really nutty stuff, like Cotton Eye Joe from the first QLDC, which literally plays Cotton Eye Joe as you're beating the level. So, things to consider. So you could definitely do it, if you wanted. But it comes at a cost. It is a trade-off. There's a lot of things on the SNES you can get for free thanks to, you know, we can turn on SA1 anytime we want, we can put on Fast ROM without having to actually pay for Fast ROM. But there's some fundamentals that we just can't get around, which is, you know, the size of ERAM, the size of ARAM, the size of CG RAM. The size of WRAM, technically not. You can actually get Fast RAM with Fast ROM if you do certain, like, weird mapping tricks, is my understanding, but almost nobody bothers doing this. Not sure why. Seems like it'd be an instant win for the SA1 patch. But I also might be understanding how you do it, and they might have already done it. Or not the SA1 patch, Fast ROM patch. You can get Fast SRAM, which is useful. Well, I got one of them. Also, no midways makes this a little bit easier, I suppose. You know, once I'm done dying in stupid ways. All this slowdown. I've already noted all the slowdown I need to note. Okay. How do I do this? I only have 4 of those. I feel like Mario rubbing against those works, but I don't know if I'll be able to get him back. Maybe these are like... These are not that kind of block. Maybe I needed some sort of like fireball. What's up, Fall Circus? Thank you for the good luck. Open Soul Crush for the first time in months. Open screen wrap level. Dies on the level. Sends you back to a random broken level. Feel like being drained from your soul as you lose all motivation to fix that shit. Oh, fair. I get that feeling. Alright, so I did not find 5 Dragon Coins, and I didn't get the Transformer. Everything's kind of terrible. Bowser Jr.'s castle. Oh, okay. Maybe World 8 isn't a very big world. But I do need the final sets of Transformers. There's only 2 missing, that being one of them. So we gotta figure that shit out. I'm gonna guess there might have been a pipe I didn't check thoroughly enough. We found that one. Like this is a pretty short level. I should not be having trouble with this. Maybe having Cape will let me get past the Transformer blocks. The blocks near the Transformer. You know, those things. Good donk, good donk, good donk, good donk. What's up, Herosoft? How you doing? Alright, we found those. There haven't been any Dragon Coins hidden in, like, actual random sprites, so we can assume that's not the case here. Here's the 4th one. Yeah, I don't really see where there could have been one that I missed. Like, maybe it was hidden better in the final area. But here we have the Transformer. How do I destroy those? Throwing Mario against them doesn't work. Eating them doesn't work. Goodbye, Yoshi. Skull? You know, maybe that was it. I did not mess with the skull. I thought it was a background decoration. We'll play with that again. See what happens. Like, you see, I believe they're background decorations here. You can see Yoshi's tongue going through it. Like, my only thought is I need the a fire flower type thing. And so I need to bring a useful object from earlier in the game in Yoshi's mouth. And also the pacing is such, I really expected it to be 5 Dragon Coins. So I'm really confused by this. Unless it's really in the last area and you need like a Yoshi jump to get to it. Like, it's a short enough level that finding all 5 Dragon Coins should not be onerous. Nope. Goodbye, key. Okay, here's the theory. Use my Yoshi powers. It's not a very good theory, I will admit, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Yep, that didn't work. So yeah, I can't... get off the Yoshi. I can't pick up the skull. Well, maybe the problem is I didn't rub up from the right direction. Nope. Same problem. Huh. That's really annoying. Maybe I should come in with Fire Flower. Let's do it in the next level and maybe I'll figure out something. Maybe we won't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what those blocks could possibly mean. Ah. Okay. RNG rocks from the sky. I just need to be ready for them. But I don't even think they're RNG. Oh, come on. They're just rocks from the sky. Fire flower here, good to know. Nope. Take it back, I think they're probably still RNG. Okay, I need a throwable object. That was brilliant. Didn't even finish really collecting the object. It was just gone. Bonk. Alright. This will be useful when we try to use Fire Flower to destroy that remaining object. And keep me between me and my Transformers toy. Sorry, action figure. Nothing quite like a level where you can't really do much on the top half of the screen. Well. There were smarter ways to do that. What else did I really do today? Gotta head on some YouTube nonsense. All of New Soup is pretty much ready to go, which is nice. I just sat down and did it. Took me too long. Now I need to work on Shadow Man, which would be the next long project. Also got a couple other like silly things done. Like I got the game I played last Saturday done. In terms of just like basic editing. I still cannot believe that eco or weather disaster game turned out to be such a ridiculous thing. Like, I was really just expecting it to be like a reasonable adventure game where people learn educational things and not like, weather's actually made in Atlantis. Which is just kind of dumb. Background flashing on top of the clouds being off-sync from the bottom hurts your artistic eyes. Oh, I see what you mean. For fuck's sake! I got this vague feeling that a dragon coin was supposed to be there. If I look at this in Lunar Map... Actually, no, maybe there wouldn't be a dragon coin there. That dragon coin was close enough. I have to say, Pizza Tower's level where everything explodes is what I like a bit more. You can at least see the explosions before they come and hit you. There we go. I'm good. I can die now. Or I can get the key now. Both reasonable options. What's up, Luta? How you doing? Alright, cool. Gamma T's final pit stop. Alright, cool. We found a thing. Need to not die to rocks. Rocks fall, Mario does not die. That is how this level needs to play out for me. I feel this works better when there's just a bit more vertical space to see when they're coming. As far as, like, gimmicks go. But that's just me. I also feel like they're constantly wherever I want to jump. Okay, midway acquired. I need to die. Guess I'll just stand here. Oh, actually, there we go. That's better. Stand in this dude. Oh, what's up, Noah? How you doing? Thank you for the G. I'll hold it, even though it's one of many I still need. Let's see, how am I doing? 90 exits. Okay, I've gotten 6 exits so far. That's not terrible. Or wait, no. Yeah, no, I started at 84. So. 6 exits so far. Oh yeah, that explodes. Boink. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic that I'll be able to finish this one tonight. Which is something I definitely would like to have done today. Don't usually do Monday streams. Not out of any, like, oh no, Monday is a holy day or anything, just like, I just don't generally do them. But, want to get this done, I gotta go to California on Wednesday, and I will not have time, SNES time, later that week. So I'd have to wait until next Monday or Tuesday to be able to do anything with it. If you had a hyperbolic time chamber, you'd make a standard hack. You know, some of these people, I don't know how they do it. Like, Bandicoot's made a non-trivial number of standard hacks in a very quick succession at a high number of exits. Man is a machine. An absolute machine. How many exits does it have? 104. But it actually says so in the upper right-hand corner. Which reminds me, I was looking at the SMW Central Discord the other day, and someone was bitching about hacks and saying how, like, oh, Invictus is overrated. You know what the best game of the year was? Toadette's Kaizo Tuesday. I was mildly amused. Still gotta find the remaining Dragon Coin and acquire my my Transformer. Okay, we're gonna get this here to protect my power-up. Still not certain fire is gonna make it work, but it's a better idea. Yeah, this is on Discord. Not even kidding. Like, very strange. Forget who said it. It was one of those things where I suspect he was actually being honest and truthful. He really did prefer Toadette's Kaizo Tuesday. But it's more of a just, you know, what's overrated? Is this overrated? Yes, this is overrated, in my mind. That's fine, you know. Invictus came out, you know, what, like almost 4 years ago. Not terribly surprising. Other games have surpassed it in certain areas. It does help that, like, Just Cook is cool, which is why people, you know, like Invictus for at least one reason. But there are other good reasons to like Invictus, so... Shoot. Double shoot. Okay, I have to pick that up now. Yeah, if I can't find it now, I'm just gonna put a marker down and have to go look. Like, this level's giving me a double whammy of problems with the Dragon Coin. And I've lost everything. Alright. Know how it was who you think it is there, she? Okay. Do say a lot of people only see hacks like Grand Poo World Tour or Invictus, despite there being... There's a ridiculous number of hacks to play. And not just Kaizo ones, but yeah, those ones get a lot of attention due to the, you know, GDQ factor. And other such large speedrunny event factors. Stack of some love. Best hack of the year is obviously Hacker's Dreams. I mean, by some metrics, yes. Has Third Wall actually managed to finish the game yet? In real time? Because I think he was still working on F9, 1F8 last time I checked. Which admittedly has been a while. No. Yeah, that sounds about right. Keep making it clear you think it's both a good hack and overrated. I mean, it's definitely possible to be both. Again, it came out at a specific time, and it was more of an event than a specific hack in a lot of ways. Oh, you... I don't think I can actually pull this off. I'm just kind of derping around for the hell of it. Yeah, I definitely can't pull it off now that I'm spin jumping. He got to the star? I thought the star was basically where he won. Oh, I need the thing. Not even just for speedrun events. I mean, it gets a lot of attention from speedrun events and the like, is what I'm more or less saying. At least that was the case. I probably don't watch enough to know what the current meta is. I know that, like, GDQ... I want to say the current GDQ accepted Supersonic Saves the World. But you have to get in a very specific way. Ow. I probably shouldn't find that part surprising. Oh, what's up, Jordan Nelson? How you doing? Oh, I'm making the same mistakes over and over is what I'm doing. And still cannot find. I want to say it's in there. I didn't look all that carefully. I know one of the two Maddie allegedly hacks is in. I'm not sure which. Only got the star because he cheesed it accidentally. Oh, well that's interesting. Clearly, Hacker's Dreams needs a update to D-Cheese. That'll make it better. Oh, that seems just so difficult, honestly. Hacker's Dreams is a beautiful hack in a lot of ways, but man... I think anybody who picks that up... Sure Shot. Okay, thank you. That was the one. I may just be getting a lot of things mixed up. Because I thought Sure Shot was the second, sort of the spiritual successor that Maddie worked with Margot on. But it's very possible I have gotten it mixed up with a different hack. Last thing he needs, retry is broken, the save system too. Oh my. I'm not surprised. I think Anon was working on it with the assumption they'd be mostly played under ZSNES, and ZSNES is just fundamentally broken in a lot of ways. Like, people can still enjoy it, but it is kind of fundamentally broken. Pick that up, throw it away. Working with his own overworld system? Oh my. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Still, it's an amazing technical achievement. Like, it is a very cool hack. I remember watching, like, Eldad and people playing through the ice stage. Did exactly what it was called, but it uses the siren music. But I want to say World Peace, or... yeah, World Peace ported that one, I think. And it still looks amazing to actually watch someone skilled to play that level. It flows so well. And that was, like, put out as an individual level demo back in the day. Well, let's see if we can pull this off. You know, it occurs to me, I probably could have done this a lot more easily if I just gone to the pit stop I unlocked a minute ago. Which I still haven't done yet. Check. Nope. No up pipe action. I still don't know where the other Dragon Coin could be. Like, it must be in the final spot, but I don't know. Yoshi cannot eat the Transformer? Nope. Oh boy, that breaks my attempt. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. The blocks are just solid. There's no cheesy way about it. You still need the Yoshi, but the Yoshi wasn't helping. Pipe Dream, thank you. Yeah, I'll just have to leave a marker and come back to this because I'm confused. Main issue, some of the community is people look at hacks like Invictus, GP2, or the newest flashy hack that's popular to watch, go like, this is now the new standard. Every hack that isn't similar does things as good or better in their opinion. Is not worth their time, it gets thrown in the corner. If not, people talk harshly or loud about it. Expecting hacks should always have the Grand Poo World 2 Bowser tier-like bosses and that stuff. Oh man, that's a high bar. Something similar happens with GDQ with race levels in the Mode 7 level. Many people were like, wow, we're seeing more Mode 7 stuff, hooray! Even though it was a special case in that sense and not the norm. Absolutely not. Sorry, Mario, I could not find... All I could find here was a mushroom. I hope it helps. Bowser must be stopped no matter the cost. Hooray. Okay, well this was a bit of a bust. How do I get into that friggin' box? Guess we'll just come back later. I'm legitimately out of ideas for the time being. Yeah, I mean... As a standard moderator, I generally have the opinion of people ignore standard a lot more than they probably should. That's not to say, you know, you need to have every hack be easy-ish. But it was kind of nice to see, like, Glitchcat being playing a Truckbrickel or whatever, however you're actually supposed to pronounce it the other day. And by the other day, I mean, like, today. Because that's a very hard standard hack, but, you know, it's got a lot of interesting flavor. And even just, like, well-constructed standard hacks are a lot of fun when you actually get down to them. Not necessarily the flashiest things in town, but still good fun. Had an idea for a gimmick, don't know how feasible it'd be. Some things are a lot easier on the system than others, put it that way. Let's not die to the saw again. Okay, it's a saw spawner. Duly noted. Good, good, good. Not toroidal, that's good. For it. Alright, there we go. That's good. We got all the things. I can just die to saws. Other day with a random hack, I'm like, damn, you shouldn't have such strong opinions about standard. And you're like, dude, you play standard all the time. No, you don't. What? Have you played League? Echo's ult implemented as a usable gimmick. So basically, rewinding by a certain amount of time. That's what his ult was. And also healed him and did some AoE damage around people. I didn't like playing against Echo. I mained Zyra for a long time, and Echo's ult would basically mitigate what I was trying to do to a non-trivial extent. Lock him down? No. Ult's right out of there. Ult's up another 40 seconds. It's fine. I want to say that D to the 4th made a level where time travel was involved for one of the ROM hack race days, but I'm not exactly sure when that happened. And it might not have been D to the 4th, but just the name that came to mind immediately. That's the sawbox. I think I gotta learn what a sawbox looks like after all this. Alright, need to die, but then we can beat the boss. Hopefully there's a pit in here. Convenient pit! Ask him to tell you more about you, Zakati. It's gonna tell more about yourself. Still being vulnerable to damage while you rewind? Maybe. Guy was a lying deadass. It's crazy how some people assume that just because you make a lot of Kaizo, you don't play standard. Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Hey, it is like Bowser Jr. He's spitting out shells. But he's not vulnerable to shells, so it's kind of pointless. You know, I really thought I was going to bounce into lava. I really thought I was. Fire Emblem music? Maybe. I still wouldn't know, unfortunately. How you doing, Mecha-Emblem? Gate of Destiny. You know, I think I want to go take on the other castle first. See where this takes me. Mecha-Bowser's Fortress. Sweet Dude plays Standard more than Kaizo. Had a similar situation. Be skeptical they didn't play Standard. Weird. Very weird. You know, I should have seen that coming. Should have seen that coming. Big corn cobs. Stupid corn cobs. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised about that kind of thing. A lot of Kaizo hacking takes up, like, the oxygen that is necessary for people to make other kinds of hacks. So, it is one hitbox. I'm also surprised when you saw now his comments on old standard hacks today. Maybe you made a standard hack before, people in the comments you see in one dimension or the other. Yeah. I mean, I'd be shocked if, like, Gamma V made a Kaizo hack, but it's not impossible. I'm not getting hit by the dang corn cob again, yet. Never mind. It was a Mystery Monday level that I lost. No, I don't remember if I lost, actually. I probably just didn't do as well, because I kept dying to the dang corn cobs in one standard hack. It was really dumb. I'm just not good at corn cobs. More of a creamed corn kind of guy, I guess. Like, none of these individual obstacles are too difficult. The Christmas hack? I might have played that one. Good as anyone who's experienced the horrors of Lego Star Wars on GBA. Oh man, GBA was kind of a pit of, like, weird ports. And not terribly good games. At times. Kaizo level before. Maybe a level... Yeah, but they made this hack. She made this hack, which has Kaizo in the name. I think the conspiracy here is that Bowser is conspiring to only make Kaizo hacks or something. The plot hasn't been spelled out too well for me, and I think that a non-trivial number of the bosses might actually be some sort of robot. But we'll see. Then there was Wario Land 4, which is a launch title? Really? That's gonna be your favorite from certain franchises? I'm just thinking of, like, I don't know. Oh, come on! I don't know. There was a time when I actually played some non-trivial number of, like, random GBA ports. I felt they were kind of lackluster. But I'm loath to actually remember any names right now, so I probably shouldn't try to justify it too hard. There we go. Oh, come on. Yes. One power-up. Alright, come on. Something different, not corn cobs. Hey, no corn cobs. Sweet. Wait, no, never mind. There's corn cobs. What? What was that hitbox? No. Oh, no. Okay, okay. Things could have gone poorly there. They didn't, but they could have. And I see that other dragon coin, so I don't need to worry about collecting it now. Or figuring out how to collect it. I just need to, like, stand right here while the lag continues to spawn more and more of the Mecha-Bowsers into the drink. Oh yeah, Zero Mission was good. That's true. Minish Cap, Fusion, not Uchated Memories, no. It's not very good, but on a wing, you decided 100% every LEGO Star Wars game you can name that bit. How many LEGO Star Wars games are there? I thought that the major ones were released for like the Wii and 360 and I guess PS3. PC. I'm surprised there's like specific ports for the GBA because that feels again like a bit late, but I guess the GBA and DS were pretty... I don't know, that's weird to me. Golden Sun. It's on the list somewhere, I think. It's on the list. Yeah, I remember hearing really good things about Golden Sun back in the day, but I think I only played it for like 5 minutes in an emulator. Not really enough to get a good feel for how good of a game RPG it is, because it's an RPG. That's not how you judge an RPG. Dedication. Well, that's where I died last time, so it's probably okay. I'm glad that jump was safe. Okay. Now I need to die. Again. Is there a third section, or is it just Mecha-Bowser? This Bowser has sunglasses. But nope, I need to die, so we wait. Want to get Dread at some point, just not feasible at the price point. Lego Star Wars 1, 2, Complete Saga, Force Awakens, Star Wars Saga, and all of them have portable ports. Oh my. You have set a challenge for yourself right there. You've definitely set a big challenge for yourself. Bowser.exe! Yeah, I think all I have to do to beat Bowser is this. I always love it when people actually put in the old school Bowser fight. It's so silly. So silly. Rayman 3 game was interesting. Like a mash of 2 and 3's story. With elements in a similar style of Rayman 1. Huh. Just another one I just don't know that much about. Backdoor Bedlam. Okay. After this, I think we'll go back to the front door. And have to figure out how to get the remaining things. Can I believe that Yoshi level is giving me so much freaking trouble? Like, I legit do not know how to destruct those blocks. That reminds me, since I'm going to be in California next week, I'm probably not going to do a Thursday stream, but I'll probably do a stream from California, which means using my work machine. So it either needs to be something that works well on Steam, or something that's easy to emulate. I'm kind of debating like picking up some sort of like Mario 64 hack, jumping around with that for a bit, if and I actually do a stream. So I think I've got that set up on the work machine's other partition. None of this I meant to do, but it sure is working for me. The power of butt sliding compels me. Alright, cool. I just need to die. Whee! Ever played Mario 63? I do not believe so. The level design, one of your favorite 2D platformers coming to your house? I don't believe I've scheduled to do that, Noah. I do not believe I've scheduled to do that. Be visiting my brother's house. Since he lives in California, and when I visit California, the easiest thing to do is sleep in his basement. Which he also uses as an office, but, you know, he doesn't mind the fact that I'm down there for a few days. But yeah, mostly things would be easy to capture and play with a gamepad, because I've learned my lesson with regards to capturing audio from my laptops when I'm traveling. It's just a pain in the butt. Does he live near you? I don't know. I mean, you'd have to be the one to tell me that. Or he'd have to know you. One or the other. Let's see. Light our darkest hour. Like, maybe this is a completely parallel path. Guess we'll keep going. 64 meets Sunshine meets Galaxy in 24 FPS at... in 2D. In Flash. It sounds ambitious. So credit where credit's due, but that also sounds bad. Or at least not ideal for this day and age. I don't think I'm going to be able to despawn that. But I also need to know what's in this box. Solutions. Just wait. Give me the power, I'm going to abuse it. Oh, come on. It's really good. Interesting. That's not what I was expecting. Like, Flash games can be good. They generally aren't very good. Oh, Pete's sake. Up there with Learn to Fly? Wait, what? Hope the last few levels is hacker genuinely hard. So I keep streaming, or just in general? Because you think that standard level... the last bits of standard hack should be difficult. I've already prepared something in the event that I finish this early, so... So that Flash emulator you could try? Yeah, I imagine it has to run under... Oh, come on! Why can't they be the spin jumpable ones? 2010's internet humor makes it extra fun looking. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I do have Flashpoint installed. It wouldn't be that hard to set up, but it would definitely need to be something I set up in advance. Just because in Flashpoint, like, everything is a different resolution. I don't know why. But it just is. Pretty fleshed out level editor. That's kind of cool. In general, because you like hard standard. Also fair. Also fair. But yeah, I was thinking I would check out either more random QLDC levels or check out some CLDC levels. I went and downloaded those and got my JSON file rigged up for that, so all set up. Either way. And since I tested out some, I know there are at least some good CLDC levels. Really enjoyed Daizo's, and pretty much all the ones I tested I enjoyed. God damn it. I was thinking about Flash is like, people could really make cool stuff with it without really knowing too much about how to program. And nothing has really replaced it on the internet. Kind of like how VB6 plus Access has never really been replicated in terms of giving people the ability to program things easily. Maybe ChatGPT will change that, but for some reason I doubt it. In terms of just like ease of doing. I really wish I could bonk these things in advance. But you have to wait for them to run out, which means I have to wait for the fire to... Well, I could probably make this. Same friggin' death. But yeah, I probably should actually learn how to capture Flash stuff. It's probably not that difficult. It's been on my list forever. I want to do the day of mini golf in May. It's been on my list for like a year and change. It's a point where I should just fucking do it. Flash capture's part of that. I have access to a CDI, which is part of that. Like, there's an awful lot here that I have the ability to do now, and I just need to just sit down and plan it out and do it. There we go. Not ideal. This is fine. Okay. One part down. Some number to go. Also should get Flash installed on my Windows 98 machine so I can play TNY World. At some point. Because that game is very interesting. But relatively difficult to play in this day and age. Wait, what? A lot of cool stuff came out of Flash. Smash Flash 2 is a fantastic fan game that's been actively worked on for ages, so shit and content. Is it still live? That's a good question. I remember playing it as it had Sora. Okay. So... I'm missing something. Oh, now I see the P-switch. Well, crap. I'm gonna have to do a second lap on this one. I fucked up. Alright, well, let's see if we can spin jump on him. There we go. A bit slower since they're working on a new game, but it still gets updates. Huh? How bizarre. Like, are they still, like, using Flash, or have they switched over to a different engine? Like, I have to imagine with having that much dev time, like, switching to a new engine would suck, but still. Like, aside from packaging standalone Flash executables, there's not really a whole lot you can do if you want to ship Flash to people in this day and age. Boom. Ow. Just wait for it. Duck. Okay, this is good. Have a very quick run of it next time. Okay, the first midway's been tested. Gonna guess... Yeah, there's probably not much of a second midway now that we're looking at it. But it worked. Final Showdown. Top of fan games, Mar-O. Don't know much about Mar-O. Portal plus Mario. Oh, that sounds fun. Yes, this one has a Transformer in it. And one of these dudes. Thank you, Kamek. Oh, I didn't finish the other level. Right, we'll go back and do that in a minute. So excited about beating it and moving on. And getting that other Transformer toy. Like, I might turn on cheats to try and see if there's a way to open that up that I'm just missing. Oh. When you fail to bonk the Magic Koopa. And then you need the Magic Koopa a second later. Alright, well... Cool. Less cool. I think that'll actually do it for me, right? Nope. Magic Koopa. Did I accidentally kill the Magic Koopa again? Alright, we'll come back and get that in a minute then. This has not been my day. Enjoying these Flash. Learn to fly too. So when you say learn to fly, like, that's an actual SMW hack, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, I want to say that was a Kaizo cape flying tutorial hack. One of those things I probably should actually play so I can learn how to cape good, because I am not good at caping good. Obligatory mention of Happy Wheels. Still Flash, some silly characters like Waluigi Sandbag. Oh. Simon Belmont and Ryu. Nosora's got a resprite not too long ago. Interesting. Happy Wheels. Makes me think of Wacky Racers from like the Apogee days when they wanted to do a Mario Kart clone. Oh, hello. It was fun, at least the shareware version was. No, no. Why do the coins lag the game so much? They're not that interesting. Oh, there's 2 midways. Cool. That's entirely pointless. Alright, get this midway. Learn to fly is a great hack. Okay. Everything is making sense now. Another Flash game you cannot remember the name of? An SMW Flash game or a Flash game in general? There was a lot of good Flash games. Honk. Absolutely appropriate music for this kind of fight. Shouldn't have gone for it. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Recognition for Flash games in general. Platform Racing 2. What was the one? There was a Flash game made by... this would be a hard one for you to look up, but it was a lot of fun. It was sort of Portal-y, if I remember correct. No, it wasn't Portal, it was Braidish. You were this robot and you could travel back in time. And that was the major mechanic. It was made by the dude who did... who used to have the domain name Pirate Jesus, which probably doesn't help anybody out there. He had a silly webcomic that I rather enjoyed with an incredibly lengthy and belabored joke about Java having not having dual inheritance. Which, as far as I know, is one of the few comics that has survived to the modern era, and I think I needed that Mecha-Koopa for this to work. Yeah, never mind. Good enough. Just triggered some memory. Roll can't load the game. Pretty sure it was the one. It's one of those things that if I spent some time, I could easily find it. I just don't want to do that while streaming. Oh, right. We wanted to go back and get the dragon coins on another level. That was the thing we needed to do. Braid-esque Flash game. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if an awful lot of people decided to make Braid-esque Flash games after Braid came out. Just kind of like Portal Flash games were a thing after Portal came out. A romance game like Braid. Yeah, that one is definitely not the one I'm thinking of. There was no romance for this robot. It was just he was a robot. Romantic platformer. Tetris was Flash. Try to win Tetris while someone's playing. Try not to die while someone's playing Tetris on top of you. That actually sounds like a good concept. Just in general. I hate Boomerang Bros. It's the one you'd recognize that song anywhere. Platform racing. That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous track. I mean, there were an awful lot of, like, that kind of game in Flash on Newgrounds back in the day. Was just sort of the thing. Was that like a lot of doll dress-up games? I remember those being, like, big on Newgrounds for a while. Which is even weirder when you think about it, because there was a, like, standalone program that was designed for that sort of thing. Just because, like, people were that into dress-up dolls, I guess. Always look that up if you want. Play F-Kiss. Very anime thing. Okay, 2 to go. You hate life? That's unfortunate, Fries. Hopefully not for any terrible reason. Careful, or I'll be dead. I just have to get 2 more dragon coins. Wait a second. No, no, no. There's a dragon coin over here. You think I'd remember, but yeah. And then I did. That would have been a dumb way to get over here and fail. Super Mario crossover with Mario's silly characters from other games. Oh, that was a really good, like, Metroid thing. It's really cool. Like, basically, you were playing Metroid in various other locales, like Ghosts and Goblins, and there was a second one, I forget what it was. But basically, if you had played the other, like, they wrote a cookie on your system. So if you played the other game, you could have, like, the lance throwing power from Ghosts and Goblins, or the whatever the hell the other one was. I remember there being 2. Okay, cool. Dragon Coin's gone. We're good. It was a cool mechanic. Let me check something. I still don't know how to get the action figure in that one. Being a hack that combines SMW with Super Metroid. I mean, there's a few different, like, Metroidvania-style SMW hacks, but not too many. Mario RPG music. In fact, Bowser's Castle Mario RPG music. I feel like I need to pick a door now. I probably will have to later. Some sort of platforming challenge. Or perhaps, worst of all, face that particular Koopa, Doctor whatever, in honorable puzzle combat. Either doing some sort of logic puzzle or have to play Nim. Which for the longest time I didn't actually know the name of. Oh, literally? Oh, an archipelago? Oh, that's interesting. That is actually pretty... What? This level was nothing. There wasn't any midway, there were no dragon coins? That level was literally nothing. Huh. Not complaining. Still on my list is, there was that one hack that had problems during Hack Jam that was sort of Metroidvania-ish. You'd gain more health by finding things, and dragon coins were cleverly hidden throughout the world and things, but none of that worked. And ended up giving up. As a judge, I ended up giving up at the very end because if you lost at one of the final bosses in the boss rush, it teleported you to the middle of nowhere. The game already had problems with midways, but that took the cake and I was basically done. And I believe they fixed it. But I don't know. Shoot. That was brilliant now, wasn't it? Really wanted to save my cape. Yeah, Nim's an interesting game once you actually learn how it's played, and then how you can play other variants to make it actually interesting, past the basic 21 and Steel 2. You know what I get the feeling is? These are like hand levels. Like hand levels from SMB 3. Did it freeze? Did someone do something? No, no one did anything. Great use of Spinning Boot? Yeah, it was. Guess what new intro you found? Kingdom Hearts 2 is part of Archipelago now. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's awesome. Nim. So... Nim. So it's that game where you and someone else take turns choosing how many objects to take out of a pool. So in the case of Mario RPG, it's you and a green hammer bro. There's 21 coins. You could take between 1 and 4 coins, and whoever takes the last coin loses. Nim has a bunch of different variations, so that's the very specific type that we're playing here. And there's a strategy that guarantees you will win every single time once you know the strategy. And it mostly works on Mario RPG. So, there you go. Garden of Assemblage allows clears in 2 hours. No, more Final Fantasy V music, I just realized. And the really big... Oh no! I made poor choices. Really big thwomp. But yeah, it's a mathematical game that comes up from time to time. There was an interesting variant of it in the Mystery Hunt a few years back, where instead of individual coins, you were popping bubbles. And so if you popped an inner bubble, it also popped to the outer bubble. So it actually made it somewhat more complicated to beat. But there was a way to guarantee a win in any given scenario, but I believe it was only one way to guarantee a win in the scenarios they set. Which is why it was a reasonable Mystery Hunt puzzle. And then, you know, they assigned letters to some of those bubbles, and you got an answer out. And I don't remember what it was, because I didn't actually work on this puzzle, I just thought it was cool. Some games you played this at convention you like to play again? Oh, like what? That's one of those things that I thought would be, that I think is interesting about conventions. You can almost like pick up games and play them, which is a lot harder in other circumstances. Though it does depend upon whether or not, you know, someone knows how to play it. Last con I was at, I don't think we ended up playing any random pickup board games, unfortunately. Oh, just don't die here. That was a lie. Combined. Oh, Zelda with Super Metroid. Okay, yeah. I'm familiar with Z3M3 or whatever it's called. Yeah, that randomizer's a good one. A very cool use of Super Nintendo. And it runs on real hardware, too. I think that one does. I know Z1M1 does now, because Fistbit took a non-trivial amount of effort to make it happen. And it only happened to work because of the way it had the two games segmented their memory. Otherwise, it would have required an extensive rewrite. But I think the other Zelda Metroid thing worked because there existed like some sort of demo cart that had both demos of both. And so they could leave the code mostly in the right places or something. I forget exactly how it worked. But there was something clever that worked out there for them. Would be cool, but I'm not... All right, those are instant kill blocks. Skull King, trick-taking game, Ocean's a game about evolving your fish to be the best fishes. I am intrigued by this fish game. As someone who has played a non-trivial amount of Evo Search for Eden, which is arguably the same game. Except you kind of end your evolution at mostly shark, which is kind of sad. But then you can become a jumping shark, which is kind of cool. But admittedly isn't really a good idea as the game goes on. I have to say, I don't think this particular camera assembly works very well with this sort of stage. I'm dead. Stellar Leap. Yeah, I figured board games. Stellar Leap game about expanding across the galaxy, has dice rolling that makes you think Catan. Oh, that's interesting. I have to look up some of those. I do kind of like Catan-esque games like that. A few times ago, we ended up playing like Race for the Galaxy, which is an older expansion-y type game, but still a lot of fun. No dice, and no map, so not really like Catan, but still. All about, like, getting all of the points that you can get using the cards you're given. It's amazing how many different, like, variants of that class of game people have made, with weird themes. Kingdom Hearts 2 Archipelago only supports the Epic release? Oh. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to play that then. Stop doing that. But yeah, there's another type of another class of that kind of game. Not another class, another game in that class that I've played. Wingspan, which is about birds. You want to get like the best birds. And eggs and other things, and so like you need to play your cards right and get that all set up, and certain things only work on birds under certain wingspans and everything. You can also learn about how big birds are. Turns out albatrosses, still actually very large. There was another kind of similar one that we played that had a big cardboard tree in the middle of it. It was really a nice aesthetic touch. Not necessary, but a nice aesthetic touch. Alright, there we go. We'll just leave him alone. Take a moment. Don't take enough moments. Alright, the door is there. All I have to do is not screw this up. And then jump over, like, the single thing. Or just jump in and get it. There we go. Problem solved. Wingspan is good. Who knows if it works with the high seas version? Yeah. Both times you played it, don't think we ever had to worry about actual wingspan. No one did predation. Yeah, so one of my friends definitely got in on the predation, and so wingspan mattered. Alright. Oh, crap. You know, I really should have seen that coming. Yeah, the reason I didn't see that coming is because of the fact that they were walking on the platform. I'm used to platforms not having access. Other sprites not being able to touch those platforms. But sprites on falling platforms, it's a patch that people occasionally use, though I've never really seen it in any hacks. Look up, look down. Get the feeling... Oh, it was too early. Bowser might be close. It is quite red, yes. That was a problem I had with one of the CLDC levels I played. It was very red and it made it hard to see some of the interactable objects you needed to mess with. And some just tight confines in general. So I'm very, very tempted to just pick up some CLDC for the hell of it, but we'll see. Alright, this time will be different. See, look at that, I jumped! On the right thing! It really didn't take that much work. I bet this is another relatively short one, since I'm not seeing any dragon coins. Yeah, I was happy I jumped on him first. That gave me enough time to see what the hell I was trying to do. Bonk. Well, that didn't go well. Okay. Midway! Sprites on platform thing is amazing. Don't think there's an SA1 compatible and it causes lag pretty easily. Interesting, I didn't know that. Not being SA1 compatible is not surprising. Like, SA1 compatibility for complicated stuff can be tricky. Oh, it's Bowser. Crap. If only this was an easy difficulty hack, then this Bowser would be very difficult. I spoke too soon! Oh, never mind, he's dead. I'm still missing an exit. Or two. Somehow. There must be something after this. Oh, right. There's the final showdown. One shall fall. I suspect that these might have something to do with Transformers episodes. Alright, well. Bring back Bowser? I mean, we've only killed him twice. Oh, I guess that was a Mecha-Bowser we killed. This could be a new type of Bowser. A chocolate Bowser. Man, why don't they make chocolate Bowsers? They really should. Perfect for Easter. Maybe they do in Japan. Wouldn't surprise me. They do way cooler tie-ins for stuff in Japan than they do in America, sadly. Here, McDonald's toy. There, thing people stand in line for like 8 hours. It's only available at Family Mart on a Tuesday. Just how it is. Chocolate Bowser is tasty as chocolate Jesus. I vaguely remember a marketing failure. Oh, I was in the wall. Chocolate Jesus with a strawberry filling. Of course, he's being crucified while he has this. I think people thought it was in a bit of bad taste. Though it probably was actually fairly tasty, because, raspberry or strawberry jam goes pretty well with chocolate. Nuts. It's over, Bowser. I have the high ground. Metatron Prime, I don't know. I haven't SpongeBob. You know what? I'd watch that. I would totally watch that. Robot versus Bowser? I would watch that. I mean, inevitably someone has written a fanfic like that, just because people write all sorts of interesting crossover-y fanfiction. It just happens. Passionate fans want to express themselves in ways that I am uninterested in reading. But I'm glad they're having fun. What's more amazing is fanfiction.org net still around after all these years, and more or less looks the same as it did in 1992. Well, no, let's be fair. 1997. But still, I'm surprised it hasn't just disappeared from the internet yet. Can't imagine it was ever a lucrative site to run in the first place. But it's also not that terribly expensive when you get down to it. Only serving texts keeps things fairly cheap. Midway! Probably shouldn't have bothered, because I need to die! Star Guardian Squidward versus Death Plankton. Saying that using Paddington Bear with an AK will never stop me. It is a good combo. I do not believe this is SA1, and I can tell you because I'm looking at the SD to SNES, and the red light is off. So it is not. Definitely not SA1. Also, when I first started it up, I didn't have to do the lengthy reset thing, which I have to do because I've implemented something kind of silly. Part of the problem is that the modules themselves can't set the... how to describe it, actually? The modules don't boot the game. External script boots the game. Oh, more Mario RPG music. And so, because of that, I have to do a bunch of rigmarole to get things to work after the fact, after it's booted, which is admittedly kind of dumb. I thought my cape had made that drift off, but no. Apparently it just drifted off on its own. You did it! I knew you would! Come on! King Essen wants to have a victory party. Okay. There we go. Level it overworld. Gamma Prime. Graphics by Gamma Prime. Hiroshi Naru. Lots of people. Major Flare. Lion. Pikane. Oh, I guess we're stuck on the screen. Ghetto Youth. Ampersam. Secret Chaos. ASM by Amelia, Roy, Math on Napkins, Edit, Aruj, Vitor Viella, Kevin, Clario, Leode, Louis, Small Hacker, Data, Russian Man, Kaiju, LX5, Disco the Bat, Swoopton, Eric, and I missed a few. Oh god, I'm never gonna read all these. I'll start with the bottom. Emius, Mandu, Lion, Dynamics, of course. Yoshikuki Zeus, name is always fun to say. Magus, Alex, Koopster, Isakoro, Blind Devil, Doge Master, James, Iceman, Davros, Rami, Von Fahrenheit, Ghetto Youth, not pronouncing that, ABDU, Ixtib, Skewer, Telink, Blocks by Roy, Donut, Amelia, Mario Fangamer, Mario E, Eternity de Lava, Eric, Morsel, Lux5, Darvos, Jack the Spades, Hammer Brother, Urs, Rasano, Alcario, music by a lot of people, Musical Man, Seg, Isokoro, Dippy, Bebin, Kevin, Quantum, Master Link, Metallic Creeper, oh, that's a name I haven't seen anymore. Mercury Penny's another good name. Daizo, Major Flare, Hooded Edge, Sinister Pixel, Tob, Despace, Mini Guy, Wakana, Gamma Prime. I didn't know she ported music. Sariel, Da, Captain 3, Anna S, Tornado. Huh. Kipernal, Tattletale, Jack the Spades, Tester, Forthright MC, and SMW SNN. That, huh. I just looked down there and saw, like, the Pac-Man with the rainbow afro, the king, what appears to be some sort of pony, Yoshi, a robot. Special thanks to God and SMW Central. And suddenly Pony. Yep, thank you for the GGs. I mean, you know, My Little Pony and Transformers kind of go together. They were sort of around the same time that they were both conceptually made. Alright, so it's possible my tracker is wrong. Oh, never mind. It says 102. My tracker's right. We've successfully done everything except this, which is going to bug me. We need a way to get into that area, and I don't know how. Like, it's very odd to me that I cannot get into that damn box. Oh, wait a second. I think I remember now. I think the problem is I need all 5 Dragon Coins to get into that box. But I don't have all 5 Dragon Coins because I haven't found all 5 Dragon Coins. I'm not really sure where they are. I think that's the problem. With that in mind, I know where 2 are. Maybe there's something at the very beginning I'm missing? My Little Bumblebee, SUVs are magic. Magic cards of both of them. Huh, didn't guess that. Cluster effect? I don't think it's a cluster effect. I think it's just layer 3, scrolling upward to the right, or to the left. Like, I think it's a very simple effect, but it's pretty effective. Yeah, I think that's what those blocks are, and it's just been a while since I've seen them. I think I need all the Dragon Coins. Problem? I can't find all the Dragon Coins. But that does seem to indicate that all the Dragon Coins should exist before this moment. So, let's poke around and die again. My Little Bumblebee Decepticon girl. One of the open ceilings? Oh, that's not a bad idea. I'll try that. I will look. Because I don't remember seeing too many open ceilings, but it doesn't strike me as unlikely. Like, I've checked the pipes. None of the pipes here do anything. I've checked all of the blocks. There's 2 blocks that contain Dragon Coins, if I recall correctly. Might be 1, but I think there's 2. But this is the last thing to figure out before I can pretty much just be done. We know there's 102 exits. I can reset to find out, but I'm pretty sure it's correct. I have to open up the, I have to open this up again in Lunar Magic. I'm not going to be a happy camper. I guess there aren't multiple ones in the coins. That thing's got the key, which is definitely not what I want. So here's the 4th Dragon Coin. Kind of wonder if, like, the coin's being overridden somehow. Or maybe I just didn't notice that damn thing's a coin block. That would be it. I did not notice that damn thing's a coin block. That was it. That's all there was to it. Completely spaced on that. What a coin block. Alright, Yoshi. Let's give you a good send-off. Bye forever! Yep, completely failed to notice that multiple times through the level. And that leaves one last thing to do as we walk back, all the way back to the beginning of the hack. Which is going to be somewhat slow, because there's not that many ways to go in this hack. No shortcuts, just alternate paths. Because it's time to go learn about these Transformers. Because we gotta learn about the Transformers. Pat must have seen that block. Nope. Completely and utterly spaced it. Much to my chagrin. Completely block invisible. I'm glad that I actually remembered how to solve that correctly. It was bugging me. It was good to come back to it. I think coming back was smarter. I shouldn't have spent so much time banging my head against the wall. Okay, the number's going down. That's good. Does remind me of the stupid game on Saturday where quite literally one of the characters like, I kept banging my head against the wall, but it didn't help. That was a unfortunate character. Can we block that block out? Yep. Haven't been here for most of the hack. What does this have to do with Kaizo, actually? Nothing. The enemies I fought were occasionally described as the Kaizo conspiracy, and a couple of the bosses had like some denouement that described there being some sort of conspiracy to remove Standard from the world and replace it entirely with Kaizo. But there wasn't much in the way of plot there. But that was sort of the basic premise. Yeah. It's just silly. It's just silly. There's no real malice thought here or anything. It's just silly. Oh wait, no. We want to go to the mushroom house. All right, here we go. Who's ready for reading? Let's see. Did we get them all? We got them all. Perceptor. Perceptor is perhaps one of the most brilliant minds to be forged on the Cybertron. As Chief Science Officer of the Autobots, he spends most of his time in his lab on the Ark. But courage is in his fancy vocabulary. Gen 1, 85. We're gonna learn about Transformers. Bulkhead, animated, 2007. Bulkhead is like a living wrecking ball. His massive lumbering frame grants him incredible strength, along with a knack for breaking things. Beneath his destructive exterior, however, pulses a spark of gold. Look, I collected these dang things. I'm going to learn about them. Oh, we already did Bulkhead. In fact, Bulkhead was not the one we were supposed to do next. Windblade, Generation 1, 2015. Windblade hails from the ancient Cybertonian colony of Cheminus. She is a skilled swordswoman and a practitioner of the art of city-speaking, which allows her to telepathically communicate with slumbering titans. Don't know what a titan is, but she can do it. Bumblebee, Generation 1. Bumblebee, or 84. Bumblebee is a likable and optimistic young Autobot who serves as a spy and scout. Despite his small size and physical weakness, he is not afraid to put his spark on the line for his friends. It kind of makes sense if you've played other Gamma V stuff. It kind of makes sense. Or seen her C3 threads. Megatron. Generation 1, 84. Megatron is, in many ways, the polar opposite of Optimus Prime, a brutal and tyrannical warlord. Megatron desires nothing less than total conquest. Everything, even his own soldiers, is no more than a means to that end. Hearts of War... Oh, wait, that's not WoW. Okay. Let's see. This one? Oh, we skipped over Prime. It's fiddly, I tell you. It's fiddly. Optimus Prime! Generation 1, debut 84. Optimus Prime is the wise, powerful, and noble leader of the Autobots. He longs for peace, but will not hesitate to fight, or even sacrifice himself to defend the freedom of all sentient beings. Starscream, Generation 1, 84. Starscream is a notorious schemer who seeks to overthrow Megatron. As Decepticon leader, he'll happily seize upon any opportunity to assume command, especially if it doesn't involve soiling his own hands. He also enjoys toast. Wait. Did I do this again? No, I didn't skip over it there. Just fiddly. Cheetor, Beast Wars, 96. Cheetor is the impetuous junior member of Optimus Prime's Axelon crew. He looks up to his captain as a sort of father figure, and consistently tries to prove he's not just a dippy cub. More often than not, this gets him into situations not even his beast form speed can get him out of. Alright, one row complete. We're in new territory now. Grimlock, Generation 1, 85. Grimlock is the incredibly powerful yet arrogant and thick-headed leader of the Dinobots. He barely tolerates Optimus Prime, only caring to follow orders if they involve munching metal, bashing brains, and generally acting prehistoric. Hotshot Armada, 2002. Hotshot is a brash young warrior who will learn many hard lessons over the course of the battle for the mini-cons. He has a lot of potential, along with an alleged fascination with something called jam. The game is all propaganda. Megatron will lead us to the future. Ironside, Gen 1, 84. Ironhide is one of the oldest members of ARC's original crew, but he's also one of the toughest. He's always spoiling for a fight with the Decepticons. This gruff, ornery exterior hides a kind spark. Let's see what we get this time. Soundwave, Gen 1, 84. Soundwave is Megatron's undyingly loyal intel and communications chief. His ability to transform into a cassette deck not only allowed him to deploy his many cassette minions, but also easily infiltrate human installations, at least in the 1980s. He could turn into a cassette deck. It's kind of like being the Wonder Twin who can turn into water. It's not a very good power in this day and age. Oh, did I get the right one? I did. This was the this was the tape one. Yeah, Soundwave. Okay. The purpleness threw me off. Cassette minions. Yeah, it was incredible in the 80s. Shockwave, there we go. 85, Gen 1. This cold, calculating Decepticon scientist has about as much regard for scientific ethics as his emotions. The only thing that guides Shockwave's actions is pure logic. To him, it is most logical for the Decepticons to control Cybertron, and for the opposition to be eliminated by any means. Knockout, Series Prime, debut 11, 2011. Stylish, snobbish, and incredibly vain, Knockout serves as the Decepticons' medical officer. He will occasionally go out on missions, but typically leaves the fighting to bots like Breakdown, at least until his finish gets scratched. Can you turn into a cassette? No, but I never wanted to. It's never one of those things I wanted as a kid. Skybite, Robots in Disguise, 01, 2001. Skybite would very much like to believe that he's the baddest and smartest Shari around? I don't know. As well as being a master haikuist. In reality, though, he's not as bad as he lets on. He just wants some respect and approval of his commanding officer. And finally, we have Ratchet. Go with Clank. Generation 1, 84. Despite his sometimes rough bedside manner and general crankiness, Ratchet is a skilled and dedicated medic who genuinely cares for his fellow Autobots and their cause. This war has been going on for too long. All right. Here we go. We got Mario and his toys. Huzzah!